morning. Sorry, just setting up. I know I started our YouTube early. Okay. Good morning, guys. We've got like a minute, so make sure that if you are taking a class, somewhere to do the class, whether it's mat, floor, whatever, use a blanket. Blocks, if you got blocks, blanket, towel, clothing, whatever you need. Bolster, if you don't have a bolster, pillow, strap. Just in case, because if there's certain things that you can't do, then you can always use your props. If you don't have a strap, you can use a towel. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let me turn off. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Let me turn off the commenting so you can see. All right. So we're going to start either lying down or seated. Also realize that the headphones don't really make a difference. That the recording doesn't necessarily go in to what you guys are hearing. Anyway, we're going to do some breath work. So if you would like to start seated, you can sit. Sit up on props if you need to. That's just lifting the pelvis up a little. If you would like to start lying down, I prefer lying down for this breath work. I'm just going to do some box breath. This is a good breath to have in your arsenal. So for me, I'm going to start lying down. Soles of the feet are flat, knees bent. You can either keep the feet apart or you can let the knees rest together. This often, for me, it helps this whole area, the quads, hip flexor, the psoas area to relax a little bit. Therefore, I can breathe just a little better. And you can close the eyes. If you need to pad the body, say put a blanket under the pelvis or maybe something over the abdomen. The hands can be out wide on the body, whatever's comfortable. But I want you to think of breathing deeply. So with box breath, I want you to think of the shape of a box, the 4 sides. Each side is even. So we'll inhale for, let's just say 4. We hold it and the pause for 4. We exhale for 4. We hold it on the pause at the bottom of the exhale for 4. So those 4 sides. And if you need to breathe slower, faster, whatever it is than me, do your count to what works best for your body. I'm going to start with 4 today. So make sure that you're comfortable. If you are sitting up, you can always sit back against, have your back resting against something if that helps you to feel more supported to be able to breathe better. And throughout this, notice if you're tensing the shoulders or the face or anything. Just think of trying to relax through it and letting the diaphragm fully expand. So that little ring just above the pelvis, front, sides, and back fully expands out. And we'll begin. And also, all these little bits and pieces, if you can breathe through the nose, that's great. If not, mouth, nose, whatever is best. But if you can, at least do a little bit of it through the nose. So again, you're comfortable, you feel supported. Close the eyes. Take a breath in for 4. 3, 2, 1. We hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. We breathe out. 4, 3, 2, 1. We hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. In. 4, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Continuing in 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 4, 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. In for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. At the base of the exhale. 5. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll do a few more rounds. I want you to do it to your breath now. Just in your head, count. Make sure at the top of the inhale that you're holding, feel the fullness. Feel how the body's expanded. The breath. And then breathing out slowly, same speed, same length. It's not going to be exactly the same, but close enough. Bottom of the exhale, push anything out and hold it. And pause there for that same amount of time. Again, in slowly. Pause and hold your breath. Out just as slow. Again, we pause and we hold the breath. One more. In. Pause. Out. Pause. You can continue this throughout class, or you can just breathe naturally, whatever is easy for you. Hopefully you may notice that the heart rate slowed down, that you're able to take deeper breaths, slower breaths. A really good thing to do, especially if you need to calm down box breathing. So now we will come onto our back. Make sure the props are easy to grab, that they're not too far away. Soles of the feet will come flat to the ground, knees are bent. Bring the arms down by your side. Press the shoulders back, triceps back. Inhale, just lift the pelvis. So we often do this in class really, really slow. So instead of lifting all the way out to bridge pose, keep everything else on the ground. Posteriorly tilt the pelvis so you're thinking of pushing it towards the back of the calves. Press down into the big toe mounds, big toes, the heels, also the baby toes, so nice and steady with the feet. If you need to change where the feet are at any time, please do. We'll slowly lift up just a little more. So now the lower back's off the ground. We've got the middle and upper back still on the ground. Feel how the body is shifting and changing throughout this. Notice what you have to work with to keep just the pelvis and the low back off the ground. And then we'll lift a little higher. So the middle back comes off the ground. Keep the shoulder blade area on the ground, pressing down. Make sure that the neck is not compressing at all. I'm going to keep the weight in the shoulders, the upper back, and the back of the skull. And then notice the feet. Do you need to change where the feet are to stabilize this, to continue to lengthen the low back? The glutes will be on slightly. And we go up a little bit higher. So going only as high as you can for today. Again, make sure that the upper neck is not compressed. The outer hips wrap up. The tailbone lengthens towards the back of the knees. Again, if you need to move the feet to a different position for this to be stable, you can do that. We'll take another full breath in. And we'll go down just as slow. So think of the upper back coming to the ground. Everything else is still lifted. So just that first, or the last point that came off the ground, bring only that back to the ground now. Keep pressing nice and firmly into the feet. The outer hips wrap up. The inner thighs roll down, tailbone lengthens still. And then we'll lower the middle back to the ground. So again, it might be a little bit more work for you, especially if you're not used to just holding yourself in this halfway point. Big toes are present, not gripping, but present into the mat. Shoulders still pushing back. And then we'll lower the lower back to the ground. So keep the pelvis off the ground. Think of really tilting the back of the pelvis towards the ground. It's like you're pulling your navel down into the mat or to the floor beneath you. And then we'll lower the pelvis back to the ground. I'm going to do that all together. Inhale, we'll lift up pelvis, low spine, mid spine, upper spine. Again, yours might not be this high. That's okay. Only go as far as you need. Exhale, we'll slowly articulate back down. See if you can allow the lower back to touch the ground before the pelvis, like what we did before. Inhale, we'll slowly lift up. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Do this 3 more times. Inhale, lift up. If you'd like to add the arms on, you're welcome to. You'll lift them up and back behind you. Exhale, articulate the spine down, pelvis down. Again, slowly lift up. Exhale, slowly lower back down. One more. Inhale, slowly lift. And exhale, slowly lower back down. Walk the feet wide, ball post the arms, take an inhale breath. Exhale, knees drop to the left-hand side. Stay here for a full inhale. If you need to move the feet wider or further away from you or closer in, you can. We'll stay for the full exhale. Inhale, knees up through the center. And pivot to the other side, knees drop over to the right. Again, we'll stay for a full breath. Deep breath in. Full, slow breath out. And we'll slowly move. Inhale up through the center. Exhale down to the left. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale to the left. Inhale center. Exhale right. We'll do it one more time. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, legs drop left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, legs drop right. Bring the legs back to the center. And then bring the arms back down by the side. Knees come into the chest. Pull the knees out wide. So think of them coming towards the outside of the waist, outside of the rib cage. You can always hold the top of the knees, the shins, or the back of the knees if that feels better. You might stay still. You might gently move with a little rock side to side on the pelvis, a little bit of the low spine. And you also might want to move into a full happy baby if it is comfortable enough. Now, if you go into this and your bum lifts off the ground, grab somewhere lower down, like the ankles or just the back of the knees. You can always keep the feet lifted, but just grab somewhere closer towards the upper thighs, pushing the back of the pelvis forwards, the shoulders back. Again, you might stay still. You might gently rock side to side. Take another full breath. And then hug the knees into the chest. Little rock side to side with the feet and the shins, the knees side by side. And then only if it's okay for your spine, grab behind the back of the knees, rock forwards and backwards. And this rocking forwards and backwards might be very, very minimal. Do about 3 or 4 more times. And then we'll come up to a seated position. So if you need to sit up on your props, please do. Bring your right shin in front of your left and walk your heels out so they're in line with the outer knees. So if your feet are like this, crossed in the center, wriggle them out opposite way from the knee. Option to put blocks under the knees as well. Just going to move a little through the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the chest forwards and up. And exhale on the back of the pelvis. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. And bring the left hand down, right arm up and over. Inhale, lift straight back up. Arms lift, option to look up. Again, left hand down, right arm over, so same side. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, goalpost the arms down. Inhale, arms lift straight back up. Exhale, will fold over the front of the thighs, the shins. You can stay here. You can rest the elbows. You can put the hands on props if that's more comfortable. And take another full breath. Deep inhale. Full exhale. If you need to flex the toes, it might support the ankles. It might feel better. You can always try it. If not, you don't have to do it. Inhale, will lift straight back up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Close your eyes just for a second. I want you to move inwards and touch base with what you are currently feeling physically. Where is your mental capacity at? Are there any emotions or feelings that are standing out? And don't be scared to get really deep into this. We move and breathe and connect when we're present. Things come up. Often it's our body's way of saying it's time to have a look at this. Open the eyes. Let's cross the opposite shin in front now. Again, if you need to prop yourself up on something higher, hands on the legs, whatever, blocks under the knees. Walk the heels out so the heels come towards the outer knees, the outer knee line. Again, we can use the hands for some leverage. Inhale, lift the chest forwards and up. Exhale, we rock onto the back of the pelvis, chin in. Inhale, pelvis forwards, chest lifts. Exhale, onto the back of the pelvis. Inhale, lift the arms straight up to the sky. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Lift the chest up, pull the elbows down towards the outer side waist. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, right hand down, left arm over. Press into the right palm. Inhale, lift straight back up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand over. Inhale, lift straight back up. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Again, think of lifting the chest out of the low back. Inhale, arms lift straight back up to the sky. Let's fold over the front of the shins, hands come out. Again, you can stay here, you can come to the forearms, you can come up onto props, or you can just stay in a slight tilt. But the pelvis is tilted as far forwards as we can allow, sticking the pubic bone back, collarbones wide, chest lifts up. Take another full breath in, and a full breath out. Inhale, we lift up. Exhale, hands come to heart. Let's come to a seated position. So here you might need to sit up on something. We're going to bring our knees together, our feet apart, so into heroes. So if you need props, blocks under your bum, you can turn them up on the medium side. You can lift it up as high as you need. If you've only got cushions, you might want to sit up on cushions. Bring the knees as close together as they can be, feet towards the outer hips, hands on the knees. We're just going to move our neck spine, do a little bit of car work. So think of everything else. The back doesn't move, the entire spine isn't rounding, it's just from our neck up to our head. It's almost like your head's moving on the top of the spinal column. So let the chin come towards the chest. Draw a line through the left side of the chest to bring the chin towards the left shoulder. Lower the left ear down to the left shoulder like you're lifting the chin up through the sky. Only go as far as it's comfortable for your body. No pain. Bring the right ear to right shoulder. Chin turns down to the right shoulder. Chin comes through the front of the chest. We pause. We'll do one more this direction. Draw the line to the left. Bring the left ear to left shoulder. Chin up through the center. Right ear to right shoulder. Chin down to right shoulder. Draw that line through the center. Actually, I want to do one more. Let's do one more. Chin through the left. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin up through the center. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin, right shoulder. Chin down through the center. Let's go back the other way. Chin through the right. Right ear, right shoulder. Try and keep the rest of the body nice and stable. Chin up through the center. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to left shoulder. Chin through the center. Chin through the right. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin up through the center. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to left shoulder. Chin through the chest. Once more. Chin through the right. Right ear, right shoulder. Chin up through the center. Left ear, left shoulder. Chin to left shoulder. Chin back through the center. Lift your head. Again, if this is uncomfortable, if this is not a comfortable position for the shins, feet, whatever it is, sit your hips up as high as you need to go. So your bum might be all this height off the ground. Inhale, arms lift straight up to the sky. Exhale, goalpost the arms, lift the chest out of the low back. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, arms lift straight up. Exhale, goalpost the arms. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Close the eyes. Take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. And let's come to a tabletop position. Hands and knees. Fingers together or spread comfortably. Bring your right foot back. The toes are tucked forwards, and let's just pivot on the foot now. Be backwards and forwards. Can be in circles. If you're taking circles, move in both directions. You might move the pelvis around a little. And then let's come to a side plank position. So the left toes turn out to the side, right foot comes down, right hand lifts up to the sky. Think of tucking the left hip towards the left heel. Left foot can maybe even point towards the left hip to right heel. Left foot can point to inner right heel as well. Pull the left shoulder back. Think of your bum really reaching past the right heel. Turn the nipples to the sky. Option to look up to the right palm. Take a full breath in. Reach the arm over the ear. And exhale, come back to tabletop position. Lower the right knee. Bring the left toes back. Same thing. So tuck the toes forwards. Pivot on the foot. Move the pelvis around. Move the body around. Again, you can move in circles. You can just stay still. This feels awesome for me, so I'm going to stay here. So I went running 2 days ago. I haven't run quite that much in a while. So my shins and calves are feeling it. I'm taking on a breath here. Again, you can always stay if it feels good. You don't have to continue with what's next. But now, if you're ready to move on, right toes come out to the side. Left foot comes down, so hand, knee, and foot in one line, left arm up to the sky. You might keep the right foot here, or you might point the right toes to the inner left foot. So think of really hugging the right butt cheek towards the left heel. Pull the ribs back, the shoulder blades back. Option to look up to the left palm. Inhale, reach the left arm over the ear. Press into the outer left foot. And exhale, hand and knee come down. Inhale, cow pose. Lift the chest up, tailbone up, collarbones wide. And exhale, cat pose. Dome the spine, ribs in, navel in. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Let's come to a neutral spine. And we'll step out. Now, if you need blocks under the hands, you can grab your blocks and have them here. It might make the stepping forwards a little easier. We'll step our right foot outside of the right wrist or the right block into a runner's lunge position. We're going to take that cow and cat of the spine as well. So inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Try and keep the pelvis pulling forwards. Inhale, cow. Keep the knee pointed over the middle toe. So really hugging the outer hips. Exhale, cat. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Pull the pelvis forwards, ribs in. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. Option to come down onto the forearms if you have space, if it's comfortable. You can always use the blocks under the hands as well. Take a couple of breaths here. Inhale, come up onto the palms. And let's straighten the front leg. So we'll take a wide half split. So if you have the blocks, bring them back with you. Place them to the inside of the right foot or the right leg. Flex the right toes back, and then we'll move around here. You might want to just stay still. If you find an area that it feels really good, stay. There's an option to point the toes forwards and back. There's an option as well, like in our lunge or in our tabletop, to take the cow and cat of the spine as well. You might get different sensations as you do this. Take another full breath in. And full breath out. Walk the blocks or the hands back, coming into that runner's lunge position. Let's take an active runner's lunge now. Lift the back knee up off the ground. Be on the palms. You might want to come down to the forearms here. Think of hugging the right hip back. Push the left thigh bone up towards the sky. Take a full breath. And keep hugging. So I want you to think, push your right knee into your right tricep. So get that connection. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. Shoulders pull back. Exhale through Utthita, arm over the ear, and then hand down. Let's step back to a tabletop position. Inhale, cow. Knees down, chest lifts, hamstrings lift the tailbone up. And exhale, cat as you dome. Again, inhale, cow. And exhale, cat.
Again, coming back to that neutral spine, use the blocks. If it will be easier to step forwards, left foot steps outside the left wrist or block. Again, here just in a passive runner's lunge. We'll first of all take movement of the spine. Inhale, lift the chest up for cow. And then dome for cat. So I want you to think, pull your bum forwards, chin towards your bum, bum towards your chin. Inhale, cow. Keep the left knee pointed forwards, left big toe mound stays present, big toe. Exhale, dome for cat. Again, cow pose, pull the chest forward, shoulders back. Exhale as you round forwards, ribs forwards and in. Let's come back to that neutral spine. Either stay on the palms, you can come to the forearms and take a few breaths here. Again, you can move around, you can be still, all the while breathing and noticing the breath. Take another breath in. Full breath out. Come up onto the palms. If you have blocks, you'll take them with you. Let's straighten the front leg. So it's a wide leg, half splits. The hands or the blocks are going to be on the inside of the left leg, or props, books, whatever you have. And you might just move around, you might stay still. And flex the toes forwards and back. You might take cat and cow of the spine as well, see how that feels here. And we'll take 2 more breaths. And let's come forwards again to that runner's lunge, but this time an active position. So you can keep the props under the hands or bring the hands to the ground. Lift the back knee and think of pushing your right thigh bone up towards the sky. So really firming the right quad. Start to hug the left knee into the left tricep. Pull the chest forwards. At the same time, you're pulling the outer left hip back. So knee in, hip back, chest forwards, right thigh firm. Take another full breath in. Lift the left hand up to the sky. Keep the left knee pointed forwards. Shoulder blades pull back. Hold for the exhale. Bring the left arm over the ear. And then hand to the ground. Bring yourself back to tabletop position. Last couple of cat-cow. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And then slowly, with the knees down, let's lower ourselves all the way to the ground. And the hands come under the front of the shoulders or further back under the elbows, whatever feels better for your shoulders, to be able to roll them onto the back of the body. Keep the chin tucked forwards and in towards the chest. And press all 10 toes down. Any sacral dysfunction or disorders or discomfort, widen the feet about hip width position. Rock the pubic bone forwards, the frontal hip points forwards. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, lower the forehead back down. Again, inhale, baby cobra, lift the chest up. So using the upper back muscles. Exhale, lower down. So think of spreading the toes and pushing all 10 down. Inhale, lift the chest up, keep the pubic bone forwards, navel sucking in. Exhale, lower down. You might get slightly higher without strength of the hands each time. One more. Inhale, chest lifts up. Lengthen your bum to the heels, inner thighs roll up. Exhale, lower down. I want you to come up only halfway. On the inhale, just lift that halfway again. So if you were coming up quite far, have just the chest and forehead off the ground. We're going to work with the legs now. So think pubic bone pushes down, right foot lifts off the ground, lengthen the inner right thigh back. Exhale, lower the toes down. Inhale, left leg lifts. So notice if your pelvis is wobbling around, keep the leg not as high. So only lift the leg up, say an inch or less. Inhale, right leg. Keep the leg straight. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg. Exhale, lower. Now this time, we'll lift the right leg up, bend the right knee. Think of pushing the right foot up towards the sky, right hip down. Exhale, lower back down. Lift the left foot, bend the left knee, push the left foot up towards the sky. At the same time, push both hips straight down, even into the ground. Exhale, lower. We'll do that in one breath. Inhale, right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale, right. Exhale, lower. If this gets too much, chest and forehead can come down. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Keep the inner thighs rolling up. Inhale, right. Last one. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Take an inhale breath. Press all 10 toes down. Exhale, lower all the way down. Roll over onto your back. So flip yourself over, kind of like a sausage. And then bring the knees together, feet wide. Let the sacrum, the low back area spread apart. And take 2 breaths here. Full deep inhales. Full relaxed, calm exhales. One more. And part the knees. Let the knees drop to the left-hand side. We'll stay here. You're welcome to put your left foot on top of your right thigh. If you need a prop under the knee, you can use something. The feet might need to be wider. You're welcome to reach the right arm further back to get a deeper stretch down the front right side. If your lower back is overly arched, tuck your bum towards the inside of the right knee. Think of the upper back ribs on the right side, on the back of the body, reaching towards the ground. Take one more full breath in. Full breath out. Bring the legs back to the center. Let the legs drop to the right. The same thing, you can place the right ankle on top of the left thigh. That's bottom foot on top of top leg. You can reach the left arm further back. You can put props under the outer right leg, inner left leg. Especially if there's any discomfort in the low back, please make sure that the body is supported. And feel the left side upper back ribs reach towards the ground. The tailbone tucks forwards. Take another full breath. One more. You can always stay longer if that feels comfortable. Bring the legs back to the center. Arms down by your side. Let's grab one of our props and move into a supported bridge. And put the prop under the pelvis, under the sacrum. If you're using a bolster or blanket or cushions, you can make sure it's anywhere that it's really supported. If it is a block, just make sure it's not digging into the spine. We'll take one last assisted stretch. So left knee comes into the chest, right leg extends forwards, point the right toes away from you, and then move the left leg where it feels good for you. You can reach your left arm back behind you, might create a nice stretch, a deeper stretch with the front right side. Notice what it feels like through the pelvis, through the inner right thigh. Full breath in. And full breath out. And release the left leg down. Bring the right leg in. Swap it over. So if you took interlacing of the fingers, swap the fingers over and up to the awkward grip. Left leg extends, right leg comes in. Again, if this is not okay, use a lower prop or just do it on the ground. And the same option. Left arm can come back. Right knee maybe pulls to the underarm. Left toes point forwards. One more full breath in. And then slowly release. You can either stay here and finish in a supported bridge, legs in any position that it feels suitable for you, as long as it's okay for the low back. Arms might be somewhere out wide, back behind, etc. If you prefer, you'll remove the prop, lower the spine, then the pelvis down, and then extend the legs coming into Shavasana. The arms and legs can come wide. You're welcome to put blocks under the back of the knees, blanket over the abdomen, maybe something over the eyes. As you now let yourself fully surrender here. Think of the eyes getting heavy into the back of the skull. Observe each body part. Start at your toes. Let them relax through the feet, the heels, the ankles. Let the calves and the shins relax up to the knees. Up through the thighs, the front and back, the glutes around the pelvis. Through the stomach. Through the lower back. Yeah, let your body go. Let it relax. Through the chest, the upper back, the shoulders, down the arms. Feel all these areas get heavier. Down the arms, through the elbows, the forearms, the left and the right side. Down through the wrists, the front and back of the palms, the fingers, all 10, and the thumbs. Then up through the neck, the front, the sides and the back of the neck. Let it relax fully. And then the back of the skull, all the way up the back of the skull. Around through the head. Down the front of your forehead. Through the eyes. The cheeks, the jaw. Let your tongue get nice and heavy, let it relax. You can stay here as long as you like in your Shavasana. One of the most important pieces of our practice. When you're ready, deepen your breath, start to move the body. Whatever way feels most appropriate for you for now. Maybe stretching out, maybe bringing the legs in. until you can roll to a side that's comfortable and then come up to a seated position. You can sit up on your props if you need that for comfort, and the eyes can be open or closed. The hands can be on the legs, the lap, the heart. Thank yourself for moving today, for doing something, maybe some internal work, breathing, connecting, grounding. I want you to use your imagination now, how the rest of your day is going to go. Set it out there exactly how you would like it to be. Now let's bring our hands through prayer, thumbs to the third eye. Let's bow in gratitude. Thank you, guys. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks everyone on YouTube. Thanks everyone on Instagram. I hope you have a great day. I'm not sure if there's a 5:30 class. I'm going to see how my sacrum and low back feels. We'll see. Okay, but I will post if it's going to happen. Please share this. Tell people about it. Also, if you want to go over to YouTube and subscribe, it's youtube.com/MJ Travers, Travers. Thank you. Have an awesome day. Oh, I miss you too. I miss everybody. It's weird. This is weird. The unknown. Unsettling. It's kind of exciting, but it's also tough and weird. Okay, guys. Have a great day. I will see you really, really soon.